So check this out, right? Um, I can't even remember my man's name. It don't really matter, right? What I'm talking about is guards, right? This the system, a system of guards, right? So I've been hearing a YouTube barber that's they got his own school or whatnot, right? He say that the half guard is not necessary, right? And I'm gonna explain why the half guard is necessary, right? Okay, now so boom. For instance, you have a clipper with short range, right? With short range, right? So say about 2 millimeters, right? Millimeters, right? 2 millimeters, I think, or whatever that is, going to an inch, whatever that is, right? Half of an inch, right? So say it's got a short throw, right? So if you got a short throw, so if you look at the teeth on this one, right? They're different compared to, let me see, this style teeth, right? They're different compared to these style, this is a one and this is a one, right? Two different style teeth, right? So if I had just for instance, right? Say if I had a short throw on my guard, I'm on my clipper, right? Short throw, right? Hold on one second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right. So let's say this one, right? Because I like clippers with throws on it. But let's just say this one, right? I don't know if y'all can see that really well, but I think you can right there, right? So it's got a decent throw, right? But just say I think this is about 2 millimeters. I think it's about a half inch, right? So if I compare this to this, right? So if I put my teeth up to this, to the guard, to the guard from that to that, right? I can't fade into that, right? I don't know if y'all can see that, but if you look from the blade to the guard itself, right? The clipper doesn't let out as wide as those teeth, as long as those teeth. See what I'm saying? So then you can't necessarily use your open to the one, even if you're closing it like this with the guard on it like this, like this, like this, right? You can't. There's no way you can fade into that. There's no way you can fade into that. You know what I'm saying with this. So then the half guard becomes essential. You know what I'm saying? So the half guard becomes essential at that point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely gonna need a half guard if you got a shorter throw. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a short throw on, like say you got this VGR and it's got like I think it's 2 millimeters. I don't know why this phone doing this shit. But anyway, the throw, right? You're gonna need a half guard, man. You definitely gonna need a half guard. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, always keep that in mind that I know a lot of barbers. They're like I said, this particular barber, he's saying that y'all don't need a half guard, but if you got a short throw, man, if you got a short throw on your clipper, you're gonna need a half guard. You know what I'm saying? If you got a full inch on your throw, then you might not need the half guard. You know, that's just as good as a full inch. You know, so a full inch will cover the space in between the teeth, the length of the teeth. So yeah, it's possible to do that, but if you don't got a long throw, man, if it's 2 millimeters, you're gonna need a half guard. Is all I'm saying. So yeah.